This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Be a man, they don't understand.
Football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need...
Oh, shit.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the possession is theirs at their
that's how you want to start the game.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize.
That nigga just got his shit whacked.
After dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. For 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing. Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2nd and 5. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback, and he's dropped just before the
All
line
right,
to gain.
gonna get him hurt.
4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He gonna get him hurt.
Trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. He will have 1st down.
No, he didn't.
He's brought down at the 41.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50.
They don't really want to.
They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot.
He should have popped his eye.
It's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Excuse me.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Six nothing our score after 1.
That nigga fucking scared.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
No, he's not there.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
That nigga take all day. It's all good though. Take as long as you want, buddy.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins ain't doing that shit here today, though. That ain't gonna work over here. I'll tell y'all that now. Y'all can go ahead and cut that quick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, Dobbins, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
Doing. You trying to keep
the
the ball in my hands.
Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Dobbins. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Yep.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa coming in and dropping for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
As a matter of fact, I'm trying to think, should I run that or should, you know what, we're not going to even run that because I don't know if you're going to do that. So we're just going to stay in that, and then we're going to do this and that, and do that. Watch this. Do that, do that, do that, do that. Back up. I'm going to kick that field goal.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side. Oh,
right hands are
up. Break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, he could have jumped into his power. He still took that right now.
That's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
What the fuck is he jumping that out?
Intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They go play action with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, my God. Bro, why y'all always fucking up?
Tyus Bowser with a pick.
It's all good. You can have that.
Off to the races.
You can have it, buddy.
Right
Don't know where you're going to score.
It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
I'm happy for you, though. I ain't
Justin
mad.
Tucker for the extra
What up,
point.
Gum? Gum VR. What happened? What's going on?
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Dancing to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete.
BK, how the hell you didn't catch that?
Couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Ravens ready. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
That boy trying to score him a touchdown.
Across the 40 to the 43.
See what?
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's
Got
going to
him,
go for
the
a
man
big
he
play
did.
downfield.
Got his ass. Look at what he is.
36 yards.
I better tell him stop playing
The
with me.
Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Y'all more they gonna kill me. You better start BSing now.
A short kick.
Yeah, you know.
Tries to get as much as he
You know
can
better.
while protecting
That's
the
right,
football
girl.
as he dives to the ground.
What up, viewers? It's over
The
here.
Raven offense set at the line for
Clapping
this
him
next
up.
drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be
You know you're not
careful
scoring
about
offense.
being too cautious because now
You
you
ain't
can't
scored
run
that
any
whole
offense at
game.
all.
Still want to attack. We'll see.
You know that bid right
Attack
there.
here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Clean up on IO. You ain't let that chop blow. My brother let that. Get him, Jamal. Let's get it.
Up to about the 30.
Yeah,
They
Jamal,
struggled
good
to
shit.
get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of
I told
continuing
you
here
they're
in
gonna
the
struggle the
third
whole
quarter.
game.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
He ain't mean to do that.
And he will
He
have a
almost threw
Ravens
an
first
interception.
down as they're able to get the
I know he
third
ain't mean
down
to do that one.
conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And
Clean
QBs
up on
love to make that easy
young
throw.
and let that
And they
chop
hooked
blow.
up
My
there
brother,
for a
let that
first
stick
down.
blow. Clean up on young and let that chop blow. Yo, bro ain't scoring offense the whole game. He about to run time. Clay time out.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half.
Time
A
out, buddy.
gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff for Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time.
I'm looking, he run into Bobby Wagner, because if he'd have run into him, I'd have.
You know, despite
Like
the
the first play.
scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I ain't even sure. I'm not even about to say
job
that.
there not hitting him before the ball
I can't catch an
arrived, and I
interception,
gotta tell
though.
you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Oh, there it is.
It's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by DJ.
Dude, bro, he cannot score offense. I'm sorry, but you're
To the 47-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They've done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either.
And this is caught inside the 5.
So easy.
He is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 47 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is into the end zone.
That boy Carson, what up, Grace? I remember you.
So they
Yeah,
run
man.
in on the two-point
You remember me
try.
beating on
So
people like
Charles,
this?
we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion.
Just
How
give
about
him
the
the old
defense? How do they play
Jerry
run versus
spanking.
pass?
It's really difficult
good
for
little
them because I
spanking.
think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want
That's
you
the
to make a
problem,
quick
bro.
decision
You running the
and
same
make it
play.
right now.
Like, I already
And
done
the
caught on to what
offense
you
wins
do.
the battle for 2.
So this game,
The
it's not even
Raven
that hard.
offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing
Run the same
themselves spiral
exact
out
shit.
of
Look,
control.
he about to throw right.
Jackson hit, and he
Come on, pick
lost
it
the
up.
football.
He should have fumbled.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the
He should
second
have
half, the last
fumbled.
thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the
Man, that
defense
shit
was
is
to go
a
ahead and
fumble,
really
man.
close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Going deep
Look at that
here
shit.
for Watkins. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
He can't score. The only reason why he's scoring me is because I threw an interception. It's the only way he scored. Now I'm about to play some Fortnite. I see a Jericho trying to run that fort. Did this nigga post me on his story? Who the Oh, that my nigga Raheem. Hold on, bitch. Think about the screen record that. Yeah, you want me to run the game, another game of Madden? Why not? Yes, I run another game of Madden, guys. I need to go make a protein shake. Yeah, the biddies.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And how
He knows
about
I want
this?
my ball
An
back,
onside
Jay.
kick to start the game.
Come on, man. Got to get my ball back.
Oh,
Lord. Y'all three y'all.
He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's see what they game on. They don't
So
want me
an
to win.
onside kick failed
Same
in
like
the
last
first
game.
quarter. Not sure I
Me
completely
against the
see
game
the
like
logic
always.
there.
It's not apparent, is it?
It's
You
cool,
almost
though.
have to go deeper,
play
I
that
think,
game.
and maybe if we try and
play
work
that
along
game,
with
too.
them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Okay,
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it.
Oh, so was that too? That was a pick right
Definitely an
there.
effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
That
Rodgers
was an
again
easy
now.
little interception.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10
Don't put Drake
and
on
mark him at the 5.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Shout out to
We talk about being on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Better stop
Even a
playing.
little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same
Touchdown! That's caught. Aaron Jones from 3 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
I feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson forced out to his left. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my
should have had that, Russ.
That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on their feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point up and good now Crosby. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
That nigga shit. Text him later.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Carson, the first down and more. And finally brought down at the 38. A big play there on the screen pass.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Boy, a little panic here early. A first-quarter onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Mercedes Lewis taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Too much movement, I get you up on your face.
Now Crosby for the point after. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8. touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump.
Oh, DK, I'm leaving. I was looking to catch up.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Trying to get to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Flushed out right.
Oh, that boy fumbled. What the
and this is going to be Packer football.
They don't want me to win. No, right?
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive the head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
What up, Micaiah? Oh, I'm just playing on you right now, gang.
And you can bet they're preaching
I'll just play with you, gang. You ready?
Following that fumble return.
Alright. Y'all hear me, y'all?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
It sounds good.
Their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play, Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson is going to let this one go deep.
No, rush.
Intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Man, Clipsy, it be like that sometimes. I can't even be mad, again.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Can't even be mad.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. It's a Packers touchdown.
Y'all just seen him stop, huh?
Robert Tunyon from 19 yards away. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point try now.
Can't even be mad at him. Seahawks had a game, they don't. They had 8 games and they don't. Damn, Russ.
5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cool, that's probably fair.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Oh yeah, you gonna have to be late.
Reed gonna bring it out of the
We
end
lit.
zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22.
Dang, Russ. Fumbled twice.
Coming to the line
It's all
to
good.
begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for
What the fuck, Russell Wilson?
And his pass is
Oh,
intercepted for the
man.
4th time today.
Alright, Russ.
Picked off
Told you
by
Russ having one of them
Darnell
games.
Savage. And he will be brought down.
It's all good.
That will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2
Let's see they gonna come out
We
a different
step
second
aside.
half.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
All right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And the timing a bit off that time as that would
No, Rusty.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket
Alright.
and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game
That's
plans
cool,
in
Russ.
today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
And now here's another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Touchdown! Robert Tunyon, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers take the interception
against
on
me today.
and convert it into 6 points. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point
Take my head, Seahawks. This is bad today.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby.
Russ keep fumbling. He throwing the ball off his back foot. Russ, when we start doing that if it ain't a screen?
Bring it out of the end zone.
Oh.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been.
Somebody trying.
Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive. The Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep.
Right,
they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense.
Can we even get a block, fellas?
Gardner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay? Because I think what we would have seen.
This is another reason we can't with our blocks today, coach.
Assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
All right, McCarr.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the 1st. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 27 yards. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here's Lewis. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not one drive.
What up, viewers? What up, y'all?
That's 3.
I'm losing finally, y'all. Y'all know it's rare.
For any NFL
I ain't mad, though.
receiver, and he's no exception.
Gotta lose some shit. I ain't even mad about losing today.
On 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I had seen he posted on Snap. Yeah.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense is just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis.
Wagner, I'm just confused on how you can't guard the man.
He's inside the 40.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways
I think you can guard him, Wagner.
Receivers open so far, It's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
This is just crazy, right? You can guard him. I know you faster than that, my boy.
In the first half, he was held in check on
We
the
got
ground.
practice right after this.
Production, they still have the lead. And they've got to feel fortunate about
We got practice right after this.
Horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, here is Cobb. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often...
It's a Packers
Oh
touchdown.
no, man. Y'all got this, man. Looking too good.
And the Packers are pouring it on. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So he missed PAT in his rearview mirror. He goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson flushed out right. Leaves it for Penny. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers.
The defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it,
the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Being chased out left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you needed it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Wilson,
Rush, you minus all the fuck-ups you had?
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline.
Imagine where we be at right now. Minus the 2 fumbles you had, Rush.
And that's good enough for a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late
Rush
score.
been fucking up. He was scared for some reason.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And
down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
No, this is where we started off bad. 3 people missed the onside. Come on, yo.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
I scored.
Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Yep, I'm happy for you,
It'll
bro.
be Carson. They run for it. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
Shit, at least I came back. I ain't even mad. I wasn't mad if I was losing by a lot either.
2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. That's complete to Lazard. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for
I missed that ball.
Good
hit, boy.
But he will have the first down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their
y'all hit like that all game, we would have been winning.
And they'll be
Y'all
disappointed
won't hit
to
like
have to
that
burn
for a
one
quarter.
there
That's
after
crazy.
giving up the first down.
Good game.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a
That
knee
should
to
be all
end the
she
game,
wrote.
that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Cause I came back. No need to quit. These niggas, they just want to play. Damn.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.
Damn, Seahawks.
Where were they clicking on offense?
Y'all came to play 4th quarter. That's sad. We could have won this
I
game.
mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
I ain't mad at y'all, bro.
Moving the
I am
ball,
not
and
mad
things
at
are
y'all, my
working and
guys.
clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.